Hello guys, welcome to another review. Today we're looking at the Dell G5 15SE laptop. This is one of the laptops that is featuring the Ryzen 4000 CPU that was recently launched. But before we continue, let me just thank some people who subscribed in the previous day and the day before. I believe we got around 7. But I didn't receive your notification. If I did, I would have mentioned you like the other videos. But anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate. In this video, let's get around 20 likes and make sure you subscribe. We're targeting to get 1000 subscribers, and with your help, I believe we can do it. So let's continue with the review. So basically, in the PC Mac, they have given us the pros and cons of this laptop, and it has a sturdy build. The CPU is very good. It's capable of 60 FPS in AAA games, which is the basic reason why you're buying this laptop. And in some version, it has 144 Hz display. It has good port selection, and it has one of the best battery lives that you can find in any laptop that are currently available. So when you're looking at the keyboard, it comes with a backlit keyboard, but if you want the RGB like the one displayed here, you'll have to add like around $60, then you'll get this version. But basically it comes with a white backlit. And yeah, I don't want to spend much time in this spec version specs. Let's just look at the laptop and where you can buy it. So when you check the Dell website, the first thing that you'll see is that the new Dell G5 15, you'll get a message that let power consume you. They're honestly not lying. For around $879 you'll be able to get the Ryzen 4000 series mobile processor, which are very powerful, which are so powerful compared to the other new 15 models that you can find. So the new 15 models are basically the Intel version ones. And all of them are expensive, and they are also not powerful. So don't buy this. Just buy the new 15 special edition if you want a laptop. So the first configuration is the $879 one, which is having a Ryzen 5 4600H mobile processor. So the thing about this processor is that it's having 6 cores and 12 threads. So these cores, obviously you can't get them in Intel because even the powerful Intel specs one, they usually give you 4 cores and 8 threads for around this price. So it's also having a GPU of RX 500M. So the thing about this GPU is that it's also having 6 GB of VRam, and if you play games, you know that VRam is almost everything. And with this laptop, you are not only getting that, but you are getting a dual fan cooling and a smart shift technology. So whenever you have a PC or you have a laptop, the main thing that you should always look out for is the cooling. One of the main thing that you should look for is cooling. So if you have a good cooler, your laptop will be able to maximize the power that the laptop is having. So for this one, it's having dual cooling, and also because of the 4006 series mobile processor, it's having the smart shift technology. So this smart shift technology is the new, it's somewhat of a technology that was available in the RTX 2080 Ti. So what that does is that it allocates, and it's also going to be present in the next gen consoles. So what that does is that it determines the power that your computer needs. If it needs to allocate more power to the CPU or GPU, it's going to do that. So it's going to enable your laptop to run efficiently, and also it's going to boost performance. Okay, so when you're looking at this 879 version 1, it's not that it's all it's going to have everything. So the first thing that it's not going to have is the 144 Hz display screen that I mentioned earlier. So for this version, it's only going to have a 60 Hz display, which has anti-glare, and it has anti-glare and it has some slight. Okay, so it has anti-glare and LED backlit non-touch version. So that's what it's going to have, and it's going to have 8 GB of RAM, basically 2 times 4 GB. So honestly, if you're buying this laptop, I wouldn't recommend that you get the 8 GB version 1, because I haven't seen if they are going to allow you to upgrade it by yourself. Maybe if you can open it. I'm not sure if it's soldered in or you can upgrade, but I'll try to check by the end of the stream of the video. So if you can upgrade, you can get it, but it's still a good offer for you, because 2 times 4 GB of RAM is sometimes better than 1 8 GB of RAM stick, and it's also running at a higher frequency, so games will be able to run efficiently with it. So concerning the hard drive, it's only going to have 256 GB of internal storage, but the good thing is that it's going to have a M.2 PCIe NVMe solid state drive. Okay, so this is one of the first SSD that you can find right now, and for the boot times, it's going to be like just a flip of a switch, but you can expect it to boot at around 5 seconds, and generally it's going to be faster in opening apps and tasks of similar tasks. So the other thing that it's going to have is the Wi-Fi 5, which is the 802.11 AC. So it's not going to have the latest version of Wi-Fi that was unveiled, I believe, last year, which these other models are also going to have. So this is another thing that you should consider before buying this, because for me, Wi-Fi 6 and 144 Hz display is really important to me, especially if I'm spending a lot of money to buy a gaming laptop. So concerning the battery, it's going to have an efficient battery. So most laptops, even for gaming ones, you might find them having 41 to 48 watts for the ones that have good battery, but this one is going to have 51, which is one of the highest battery percentage that you can find right now, and it's going to be nice for it's going to play at a relatively longer time than most laptops can, especially the Intel ones, because another thing with AMD chips is that they are optimized for low power. So this one is also going to run at slightly lower power. Okay, so you can choose the specifications that you want here, but if you choose the Ryzen 5 version 1, you can only select the 256 GB one. You can't change to 512 or any other spec, bear that in mind. You can only change the amount of memory that you want allocated to your system. So if you choose the RGB version 1, you'll be getting it at $879 as earlier stated. You can also choose the 16 GB version 1. And another cool thing is that if you have $1,000 and you want to buy a laptop, you can't afford the 1,049 US dollars version 1 or the rest of them, you can just select the 879 version 1. And when you're on this page, you just choose to upgrade the CPU to Ryzen 4800H. So by doing this, you have added $100, but you'll be getting 2 more cores with slightly better hyper-threading. So the CPU and GPU will be performing better than what you would have gotten previously. So if you're buying this at $979 US dollars, I honestly don't recommend. I recommend you can buy this, but also it's nice if you go a little bit notch higher and you get higher specs. So if only you upgrade to 1049, you'll be able to get 144 Hz display screen. That's why I say I'm not recommending that you add $100, but you still get 60 Hz screen. So I believe you should just upgrade to 144 Hz if you want to upgrade. For all these other specs, you get 144 Hz, and also Wi-Fi 6 comes included. So the thing about this RX 500M graphics card is that it's going to have 6 GB VRam. In the previous models of the G15, it usually had 4 GB of VRam, which was enough for standard games. But as we are moving on to 2020, games become more require more power, and it's having 2 additional VRAM, so it's going to perform better. As I stated earlier, it's going to play all AAA games at 60 FPS. And for the testing that I've seen is that for the high specs 1080p ultra, if you choose that settings, it will average at around 46 FPS, and the average for a gaming laptop is around 45. So you see, it's actually better. And when you consider this laptop, is that it's actually cheaper than other versions that you can find right now. Okay, so we can just check. So you can choose this other version for 1049, which I don't recommend because you can add $100 also, and you get the Ryzen 7 4800H. So this one you'll be getting this with 16 GB of RAM. So this might be the best value for your money, but you can also take it a notch higher with higher storage. You can get it at 512 GB at 1199, which is your choice. But if you have gotten to this stage, there's really no harm in doubling your storage by just adding $100, and you'll be able to get the Ryzen. You'll be able to get 1 TB of M.2 PCIe NVMe solid state drive. So that's also a nice feature to have at only $12.99 US. So my camera went out, but let me just continue and give you guys the differences between the CPU. So the difference between the CPUs are as follows. For the Ryzen 7, for the Ryzen 5 4600H, it's somewhat powerful, but it's not as powerful as the Ryzen Core i9 9750H. But the Ryzen 7 4800H actually competes with the top model of the Core i9, which is the 980HK top model. So you should consider that, and it's also having 2 more cores, better hyper threading. And yeah, concerning the test, it's also better in every test, and the average percentage is around 100 to 103%, which is high. The 3% might look low on paper, but actually on performance it's quite high. So that's all for today. If you have $1,300 US, you can just buy the Dell G5 15 SE version that has a 144Hz display and comes with the Ryzen 4800H, having 16 threads and 8 cores, and also it has a huge SSD of 1 TB, and it's using a Ryzen AMD Smart Shift, which dynamically shifts power at the touch of a key. So all of them will be having the AMD Ryzen 5600M. And if you want to get more information, you can just visit this site. Otherwise, that's all for today. Thank you for liking the stream and subscribing. I'll see you on another video.